Now, the hiring of Jason Kidd and some high-profile player acquisitions had the Nets thinking championship dreams during the summer. So far, though, the start of this year has been closer to a nightmare given injury woes and inconsistent play. Sarah Kustok recently sat down with the GM of the club, Billy King, to discuss some of the key issues Brooklyn is dealing with.
Well, one, we're still together. Guys still believe in Jason as their leader. They believe in each other. It's been frustrating because, we expect to be winning more games, but injuries have taken a toll a little bit on us because we've asked other guys to do a little bit, but that's not an excuse. It's a reality. But guys are still fighting. We're adjusting on the fly and trying to adjust due to the injuries. Started with Shaun Livingston, the point guard. We've asked him to do a lot more, to play a lot more minutes than he probably expected, to do a lot more scoring. The last game, you probably saw Joe's minutes increased. Point production has gone up, so I think we're going to look to ride Joe a little more until we get the other guys back. And we've asked Paul and Kevin to do a little more of the offensive load. Blatch now is in a starting role, so he's got to do more. And I guess Jason's trying to figure out the guys on the bench. Like Alan Anderson has done a good job when he's come off. Mirza played well last in the game, so maybe he gets some more minutes. But we've got to get a sort of a rotation so guys know when they go in, and there's got to be a trust factor from each other where they trust each other on defense. That if I'm guarding somebody, the help's going to be there. You got to trust an offense if to take the shot when you're open. Sometimes we overpass the basketball and we get a turnover or we get a 3 seconds. Fortunately, I get to see him every day at practice, or we meet pretty much every day and talk. And from the day one of training camp to now, he's grown tremendous, and I think he'll continue to grow. It's amazing how people are critiquing every little thing. If he stands, if he's sitting, what is he doing? But the one thing I know is he's working as hard as he can. He watches a lot of film. Today he made some adjustments defensively on the pick and roll, made some adjustments offensively. So he is putting as much effort and time into it. So the progress he's made, if he continues at that pace, he's going to be fine.
How much does that help, the dialogue between you and him on a daily basis, just going over what's going on, what's happening, and trying to give him some help?
Well, I think it helps because we talk about the personnel, we talk about the style of play, and I remind him things that he talked about in the interview process. So it does help, I think, to let him know that he has my support. So that when he's coaching the team, one, Jason's very confident. He believes in himself, believes in his staff, believes in the team. So he knows, and now he's got the voice. He's more confident in what he's doing, so when he speaks with a lot more authority. Well, I think when you're together a long time, you have that trust. If you look at Indiana Pacers, for example, their starting five has returned. So those guys have confidence and trust. They know what Paul George is going to do defensively and offensively. They know what David West is going to do. That is really what it is. When you play basketball, play any team sport, the longer you're together, you get more of a trust on the court from each other on both ends of the floor. I think we've got to just figure out how to get some wins because winning helps you feel a little better. Right now, the guys are a little frustrated and not doing well. So the more we, and that just takes hard work. And the more time we have, we're going to get there. I'm not down on this group, still bullish on this group, and so it's just going to take time of just working. And the only way I know how to get better is just hard work.